Weather First with meteorologist Joshua Rivas.
All right, good Sunday evening, everybody. We're closing out the weekend here, so let's take a look at the tropics as we get ready to head into the work week. Either way, we're not looking at a major change in the tropics closer to home as we start off the work week. Still a few tropical waves out there. Some development is possible with the first tropical wave, the one behind it. A little bit less chance now, less model support, and some drier air ahead of it mixed in with some wind shear, both making an impact on that system. But either way, we're still looking at no home storm threats from the first tropical wave. This overall steering pattern, because it's so disorganized, it will continue a westerly trek, possibly all the way into Central America and staying there. If that's the case, there really won't be any development at all. So we'll say possible for now. We'll continue to watch it, but again, in terms of threat level, we're not concerned about it really with this system. You can see it right here again, moving off towards the west at a pretty good clip. Again, pretty disorganized, still producing quite a bit of rainfall though across portions of the Lesser Antilles up towards the Greater Antilles Islands, which would be Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic. This will continue to move towards the west. I mean, really by tomorrow, we'll be looking at it for just south of Hispaniola. So it is booking it across the Caribbean Sea, which again, that helps to keep it rather disorganized. So heavy rainfall across the Caribbean Sea, maybe some rougher seas. So if you're taking a cruise down to the Western Caribbean, just keep in mind there could be some rougher seas. All right, overall wind shear not going to be an issue for this first tropical wave. It's just about that fast movement. The next one behind it, you can see some wind shear dealing with it right now, and we'll stay just ahead of it. And there's also going to be some drier air there as well. In between these two tropical waves, there's a belt of dry air in between these two tropical waves. So the one behind it could tap into that, and that could help to choke it, as well as some wind shear taking its toll on that as well. Now you can see some of the higher wind speeds with that tropical wave, but overall notice this belt of winds. That's that trade winds, those trade winds that move across the Caribbean Sea, which really tends to help limit the development for these tropical waves. You can see it, this particular model indicating that, we're not going to see too much development from this anymore. It likely will go into Central America, and like I said, if it does do that and does not go, say, right through here where there's less land, it really won't have a chance to develop at all because there's a lot less water, some more mountainous areas there as you get towards the southern Mexican coast and parts of Central America. Now, moisture content, again, we're not seeing any tropical development, just our typical amounts of moisture working back in to bringing the rain chance back up. And because it's back up to around 50%, that's because it's tapping into a moist southeasterly flow. So that southeasterly flow typically does favor a better chance of showers and some thunderstorms. It says we have some more moisture back in place, the overall rain chance a little bit higher than we have had so far this weekend. Temperatures tonight generally in the mid to upper 70s across the area. Storms will continue to end. 70 forecast, no more changes here. We're looking at temperatures staying in the low to mid 90s each and every day. Going to be a hot one as we go into your Monday. Again, still feeling like the century mark and higher. There's that slight decrease in rain chance as we go into next weekend as most of the deep tropical moisture really begins to leave our region. Lows, though, will be back up in the upper 70s, though, by the time we close out the period.